An ancient kingdom, Arochukwu, a historic settlement in Abia State, southeast Nigeria. Via Bende, Arochukwu is about 74 kilometers from Umuahia, the Abia State capital. Arochukwu shares a boundary with communities in Akwa Ibom State, with estuaries of the Cross River traversing most parts. The enlarged Aro Kingdom comprises satellite communities and all Aro in diaspora, the Aro Uzo. Such communities still maintain regular contact with Arochukwu, the Aro Uno. The word Aro, on one hand, is a short form for Arochukwu town. Aro is also the name of a people with their own unique Igbo dialect. A people who trace their ancestry to Arochukwu or acquired Aro citizenship through assimilation.
Aro Kingdom is a kingdom without boundary. It is not a geographical boundary. You map out say this is the Arochukwu Kingdom. No, Arochukwu Kingdom is expansive.
Arochukwu happens to be the nearest Igbo kingdom to the Atlantic Ocean. History says that we got involved a lot in the old trading in the olden days with the first white folks that came to Africa.
Okennachi, Ibomisi and Ezeagwu are the three major kindreds in Arochukwu. The legendary Ezaro is the traditional head of the Aro Kingdom. The trio of Ezaro, Ezibomisi and Ezeagwu form the Eze in council. Okennachi kindred normally produces candidates for kingship. It is a royal kindred in Arochukwu. By virtue of providence and circumstance, a great-granddaughter of Mazi Nwaba, the founder of the present Aro Kingdom, was made a ruler over the kingdom. Nnenne Mgbokwo Udo Omini Okennachi ascended the throne as the fourth Ezaro and wore the coveted crown as queen for 26 years. The Omwaro is a national insignia of the Aro Kingdom. It occupies the position of a coat of arms for the people. Articulated in 1902, ever before its Nigerian equivalent, Omwaro was formally established in 1948, a concept put together by an Aro nationalist, Mazi Nwaba. Omwaro symbolizes a means of interpersonal communication. It also carries communication between one kingdom and another. Its major metaphor is the Omu, that tender leaflet of the palm tree. The Omwaro also has as its component instruments of war, strength and doggedness.
We are not necessarily war-fighting community, no, or war-fighting kingdom, no. But we were armed. We have soldiers and represented by our neighbors from Abam, from Ohafia, and by extension Ada. And these arms are stored and armored in our place called Arochukwu.
The eagle atop the Omwaro coat of arms is a major symbol of peace, wealth, prosperity and supremacy of the Aro Kingdom, a royal community occupying exalted position in the global Igbo race.
Arochukwu is a kingdom. And our kingdom, in every kingdom, you know that kingdom is symbolizes by a stool and a crown. You could see here, and this our coat of arms is surrounded by the kingdom, representing from both sides a message from one kingdom, from one king to another. We respect traditional institutions, and that shows us having the crown by the side.
Like the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics and the old Assyrian cuneiform, the Nsibiri symbols and signs remain the earliest form of writing among the Aro people. This is a picture representing a word, syllable or sound. It was a form of communication made through signs, body gesture or drawing. It was esoteric and strictly reserved for only those who really understand the art and its meaning. The ancient art of Nsibiri is presently represented in a special textile designs identifiable with the Aro people. It is still infused as an aspect of their art, their national identity. Arochukwu was privileged to be among the black communities that had the imprint of the early British explorers and Presbyterian missionaries. In a serene environment overlooking the now Arochukwu Local Government Council Secretariat situates this colonial building. Here, a colonial district officer in yesteryear's Aro resided and administered his jurisdiction. The chalet floats on air except for piped pillars bearing its weight. The stairs give it the look of a story building. It has features that any home has, with furniture pieces, convenience and other decors and props. The environment surrounding the building exudes age, passage of a long period of time. The carcass of this truck, whose brand, model and year of manufacture are only better imagined, and the growth track of this tree confirm that years have really gone by. These water reservoirs are simply ancient. They surpass what today serves as reservoirs in homes and offices for both domestic and commercial uses. They are still holding water. The Hufgoldi Theological Institution serves as a training ground for both lay and pastoral enthusiasts who chose the path of Christian evangelism and doctrinal ministration.
Produced men and women of high caliber that we find many places in Nigeria serving the Lord and humanity. And of recent, this place has been raised to the status of a degree awarding program, both degree in divinity and religious arts.
With the backing of the Presbyterian Church, this institution provides teaching and learning processes and materials in quite a serene environment that enhances this objective. The library stocks and maintains research materials to aid those who need them in their chosen career. After the British Aro War of 1901, Arochukwu witnessed the landmark arrival of a Scottish missionary lady, Mary Slessor.
You can see part of the creek, part of the tributary of the Cross River, from where
Mary Slessor came from Calabar to Arochukwu to fight for the stoppage of the killing of twins.
Because of its proximity to the creeks of the Cross River, at Amansu village, Arochukwu, Mary Slessor found a gateway through which she came into and settled with her team as missionaries. In about 1924, Mary Slessor and the Church of Scotland Mission put up this administrative center, taking care of the welfare and training of women and caring for the twins that were rescued from the obnoxious laws of the primitive natives.
She established what we call a training institute for women, where women will be trained on domestic sciences, that time, what we call it home studies, home care studies. She introduced it in Arochukwu and was offering free medical services in those days through the missions in Arochukwu. She spent in that time living here was like living in a terrible place.
Apart from the welfare center, Mary Slessor established 2 arms of school for the primary and secondary education of the local people. This singular gesture greatly impacted positively on Aro people ahead of their neighbors.
Mary Slessor was one of those who contributed heavily to Aro culture and tradition, to Aro custom and tradition.
Mary Slessor, when he came to Arochukwu, he tried his best to maintain the peace, to stop the killings of the twins, and preach about the gospel and bring Christianity.
She was a great woman. She did a lot of good things here. Brought us education, brought us religion, Christianity, and taught us how to be sane and taught us how to live well in God's way.